Imagine being the god of all knowledge. Every fact, every secret, every piece of wisdom in the universe is stored perfectly in your mind. You are Thoth, ancient Egypt's ultimate information keeper. For 5,000 years, you maintained perfect order over all human knowledge. But then, this happens. TikTok videos, Twitter arguments, fake news headlines, AI chatbots, information overload visuals. In just 30 years, humans create more information than in all of recorded history combined. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why the god who invented writing would have a complete mental breakdown if he saw what we've done with his gift. But first, who exactly was Thoth? Picture this. You're in ancient Egypt and you need to settle a dispute between two gods. Who do you call? Thoth. You want to record the most important events in cosmic history? Thoth's your guy. You need someone to literally weigh souls in the afterlife? Thoth's there with his perfect records. This wasn't just any deity. Thoth was the information god. He had an ibis head. That's this elegant bird right here. And he carried a writing palette because he literally invented hieroglyphics. Every piece of knowledge, from medical formulas to architectural blueprints to magical spells, flowed through him first. Here's what made Thoth special: quality control. Every piece of information was verified, organized, and stored with divine precision. Imagine having a cosmic Google. But every search result was 100% accurate, properly sourced, and completely reliable. But here's where it gets interesting. And stick around because I'm about to show you something that will blow your mind about how we consume information today versus how Thoth managed it. Thoth's information system was the opposite of chaos. Think of the most organized person you know, then multiply that by infinity. He had 3 core principles. First, verification. Nothing became knowledge until Thoth confirmed it was true. No fake news in ancient Egypt, folks. Second, organization. Everything had its place. Medical knowledge here. Astronomy there. Legal codes in this section. Perfect categories. No random rabbit holes. Third, controlled access. Knowledge was distributed to the right people at the right time. Scribes learned writing. Priests learned rituals. Doctors learned medicine. No information overload. But here's the crazy part. Thoth didn't just store information. He was the information. His mind contained every fact in existence, perfectly organized and instantly accessible. Now imagine this guy suddenly gets internet access in 2024. Day 1. Thoth logs onto the internet, excited to see how his gift of writing has evolved. He searches for medical advice and finds 50 million results. Half say coffee is good for you, half say it's poison. His divine mind starts glitching. Day 2. He tries to organize Wikipedia. Every time he fixes an article, someone else changes it. He watches in horror as the same fact gets edited 47 times in 1 hour. His eye starts twitching. Day 3. Thoth discovers social media. He sees people sharing ancient Egyptian wisdom that he never said, like ever. Someone quotes him as saying, Wawelo was an ancient hieroglyph. His ibis head is now smoking. Day 4. He finds AI chatbots confidently making up Egyptian mythology. One AI tells a user that Thoth was actually a cryptocurrency investor. He tries to correct it, but the AI argues back with completely fabricated sources. This is when Thoth realizes a terrifying truth. Wait until you see what happens when he discovers TikTok conspiracy theories about himself. By day 5, Thoth is experiencing something no god should ever face: information paralysis. See, Thoth's superpower was knowing everything. But the internet doesn't contain knowledge, it contains everything. True facts mixed with lies, expert advice next to random opinions, ancient wisdom buried under memes. He tries to fact-check one conspiracy theory about ancient aliens building the pyramids, but it leads him down a rabbit hole of 847 YouTube videos, each contradicting the last. His perfect memory, designed for truth, starts storing misinformation alongside facts, and he can't tell them apart anymore. The final straw? He discovers deep fakes of himself endorsing crypto scams. Videos of Thoth, with his ibis head telling people to invest in Dogecoin of RA, his divine essence fragments across 1 million memes. Here's what breaks him completely. He realizes humans have more information available than he ever had as a god, but they're less wise than ancient Egyptian farmers who couldn't even read. The god of wisdom watches 13-year-olds getting medical advice from TikTok. The inventor of writing sees people believing obvious lies because they're formatted to look official. The cosmic record keeper witnesses humanity drowning in data while thirsting for truth. But here's what Thoth would actually teach us if he were here today. Information isn't knowledge. Having access to everything doesn't make you wise. Thoth understood something we've forgotten, the difference between data and wisdom in ancient Egypt. Becoming wise meant years of careful study under masters who had already verified the information. Knowledge was earned, not Googled. Students learned to think critically because they couldn't just look up answers. They had to understand principles. Thoth wouldn't be terrified of the internet's quantity. He'd be horrified by our quality control. We built the most powerful information system in human history, then abandoned the one thing that made information valuable: verification. Think about it. Thoth had 3 scrolls with perfect medical knowledge. You have WebMD with 1 million articles, but you still can't diagnose a headache without convincing yourself you're dying. The real lesson? Thoth's wisdom wasn't about having all the information. It was about having the right information, properly organized and correctly applied. So maybe Thoth wouldn't be terrified of the internet after all. Maybe he'd see it as the ultimate test of human wisdom. Can we take his 3 principles, verification, organization, and controlled access, and apply them to our digital age? Can we learn to be our own information gods, curating quality over quantity? The next time you're scrolling through endless feeds of conflicting information, remember Thoth. Ask yourself, is this verified? Does this fit into my understanding logically? Do I really need this information right now? Because here's the truth that would make Thoth proud. In an age of infinite information, wisdom isn't about knowing everything. It's about knowing what's worth knowing. If this made you think differently about how you consume information, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon, because next week, we're exploring how ancient Egyptian priests had better cybersecurity than most modern companies. Trust me, you won't want to miss that story. What do you think? Would Thoth survive the internet, or would he delete himself from existence? Let me know in the comments below.